Hello everyone and welcome to a new review on ChinaMobileMag.com. Our German sponsor NodeSol.de was kind enough to send us a Xiaocai X9S for review purposes, which is a Xiaocai X9 with an updated CPU, as some of you might know. Instead of a MT6589 processor like the predecessor, the Xiaocai X9S is using the new MT6582 quad-core processor, which is significantly faster than the old MT6589. Besides of the processor, Xiaocai did not change anything, and thus the other hardware specs as well as the design are still the same. So let's have a closer look at the device and see if it is worth the money. The Xiaocai X9S comes inside the same packaging as the predecessor. This is completely white and has the Xiaocai logo printed on both the top and the sides. On the rear of the packaging there is a sticker with information regarding the device. This one, however, has not been updated and is still showing the specs of the Xiaocai X9 instead of the X9S. As it was the case with the predecessor, the box is still hard to open. When you manage to pull the top off, you will immediately see the part in which the phone is located when opening the box for the first time. When removing this part, you will see the accessories of the phone below. There are two batteries, of which one has been put inside the phone already by us. There also is this white USB cable, which unfortunately is quite short. A silicone bumper comes with the phone as well. There also is a replacement protective film, a Xiaocai branded USB volt charger with U plug in our case, and a user manual with good printing quality. Headphones do not come with the phone. As we already mentioned in the beginning, there are no changes regarding the design of the X9S when comparing it to the X9. The only difference with our review unit is that we have the white version instead of the green one this time. The front of the phone is black and there is a protective film applied out of the box, which is reducing reflections and fingerprints. Here we do find the front camera, the phone call speaker and the sensors on top. Below the screen we find the usual three soft buttons for menu, home and back. These are not back illuminated. When looking at the phone from the sides, you will see that they are two colored, in our case black and white. Here we do find nothing on the left side. On the lower side we find a voice microphone and a micro USB port without OTG support. On the right we find buttons for volume up and down, as well as a button for music playback control. And on the top we do find the on-off switch as well as the headphone jack. When turning the phone around, we do find the 8 megapixel rear camera together with the LED flash below and a Xiaocai logo in the center. On the lower half we do find the opening for the media speaker. The Google logo we found on the Xiaocai X9 is not present anymore. The rear cover can be removed easily using a small gap on the right side. The back cover is holding on very strong and thus you need quite some force to open it. After removing it, we find a normal SIM slot, a micro SIM slot as well as a micro SD slot. Below comes the battery and again below the media speaker of the phone. All in all, we do still like the design of the Xiaocai X9S, even though it is not as thin as most other phones are these days. The build quality is good for the price. The screen of the Xiaocai X9S does seem a bit outdated, unfortunately. While we find screens with 720p resolution in phones from other manufacturers in the same price class, the Xiaocai X9S is still using an OGS panel with a resolution of only 960 by 540 pixels like in the predecessor. This is not the end of the world, however, as the screen does only have a size of 4.5 inches. Unfortunately, the quality of the screen is not as good anymore as it was the case with the X9. The picture quality is not bad, but colors are too dark sometimes and the overall brightness could be a bit better. Single pixels are visible starting from 15 centimeters of distance. Unfortunately, the viewing angles are also not the best of the best. Though you can see the screen contents from the side, it does show quite some change in colors and the screen brightness is reducing significantly. The touch panel, however, is working completely flawlessly, very precise and without any ghost touches even when applying minimal pressure. In our benchmarks, the Xiaocai X9S reached better results as most other MT6582 phones simply because of the lower screen resolution that is being used here. In the Antutu benchmark, the phone reached 7,335 points, which is however not making any difference in the ranking table when comparing it with other MT6582 phones. In the 3D Mark Unlimited benchmark, the phone reached 2,874 points, in the Ice Storm Extreme benchmark it reached 2,021 points, and in the Ice Storm benchmark it reached 3,027 points. In the GFX benchmark, the high score was 671 points. In the Vilemo HTML5 test, the phone reached 1,965 points, as well as 503 points in the Metal test. A short notice at this point: in the following performance demo you will see one game played at this time, which is Dead Trigger 2. The reason for this is that the ROM of the Xiaocai X9S has some bug which is preventing apps to install their data onto the SD card. Because of this, we did not have enough memory left for more games. We were not able to fix this during our test. The Xiaocai X9S is playing video contents with a good quality. We did especially like that YouTube videos are running smooth inside the YouTube app, which is an issue with most other MT6582 phones. The audio quality during music playback is okay, but could be a bit louder. We did like that there are no scratchy noises and even a slight bass playback is noticeable. The audio output through the headphone jack is clear and average in terms of loudness.
I just can't let this go. Every last chance I had is gone, but I just can't let you know.
The camera of the Xiaocai X9S is taking pictures with 30 megapixels, the native resolution however is 8 megapixels. The aperture is f2.4. The recordings are indeed usable, even though not perfect. They do show almost no noise and the color reproduction as well as the contrast is great. Unfortunately, this one is lacking depth of field and we did notice blurred spots on close-ups. The LED flash is only bright enough for close-ups. Video recordings are showing the same characteristics except the blurred spots in the picture. The audio quality is pretty good and the microphone is very sensitive. A demo recording can be found in our YouTube channel as usual. The front camera is generating good results with almost no noise. The 2G and 3G reception of the Xiaocai X9S is good even though the network indicator is telling otherwise. This seems to be some kind of software bug, as even when it shows no network you can still drop phone calls or surf the internet. A 3G connection is established fast and the audio quality during phone calls is okay even though it could be a bit more clear. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are both working very well, however the Wi-Fi reception is generating trouble while being outside. Here it is losing the signal from time to time. Noteworthy is the good GPS reception quality. Here the phone did find a fix for 8 satellites within a few seconds while being outside. The accuracy reached 3 meters. Unfortunately, inside the house in front of a window it lost the GPS signal, which is nothing bad in our opinion, as this is kind of a hardcore test, at least here in Germany where the walls really are walls. The battery of the Xiaocai X9S has a capacity of 1800 mAh, which is enough for the hardware of the Xiaocai X9S in theory. The assumption luckily gets confirmed during real-life use. The average user should reach a battery life of 2 to 3 days, while even power users should be able to get over the day. Users with low demands might even reach 4 days, so the battery life is very good, and as there are 2 batteries that come with the phone, everyone should be satisfied with it. Charging the battery is going quick with just a bit over 1 hour. Our opinion about the Xiaocai X9S. Basically, Xiaocai did have a great idea with the X9S, taking a good and successful phone and upgrading it with an up-to-date processor in order to prolong its success. This, however, was turned into reality without any passion. Basic features such as mobile internet, telephony, GPS reception, the camera and the battery life are okay, but the extremely buggy software is making the phone unusable. It is not acceptable if the signal strength cannot be seen, the SD card is not usable for apps, and if the mass storage mode for the PC is not working. If you are someone with low demands or someone who loves screwing around on both the hardware and the software side, the phone might be a good choice for you, but everyone else should stay away. You will be more satisfied with an iNUV3 or the 2G Turbo, the G2014. Whoever still wants to get the Xiaocai X9S can order it through our sponsor notesol.de, where it is available for the price of 159.99 euros, with shipping out of Germany and 2 years of warranty as well as 14 days return guarantee. We hope that we were able to help you with this video. If this is the case, we would love to see a thumbs up, a comment and maybe even a subscription to our channel. Thanks for watching, bye and see you soon.